Hey y'all, 1 second, I'm gonna be right back. Good morning, everyone. So, listen, let me make sure that we're live on the platforms, okay? All right, I think I'm live. So, listen, we're about to get started. I want to talk about how to ship books without being on Amazon. I know it's early, but I'm live because I'm about to be heading to an event today, and I wanted to be able to just jump on this live real quick, but I'm trying to see. Hold up. It's not showing. Ah, it's not showing, y'all. Okay, well, let me check on Facebook, see if we're streaming at least on Facebook. Okay, we are. Okay, awesome. So let me just go ahead and tag some folks over here. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about how to be able to literally ship your books without having to be on Amazon. And so let me see. Hold up. I don't think it's live over here. Are we live? Are we live then? Okay, I think so. Let's see. This may not work. Let's see here. Okay, well, then this is what you do. So you share it to said group. All right, share. Okay, and let's go ahead. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, y'all, is because I'm actually about to sign a couple of books as well, and prepare them for shipping. So I want you guys to kind of be able to walk with me through this process, right? So why not go live and go over some important details and things like that of how to be able to ship your books without using Amazon? Okay. Um, so yeah, so it's not streaming to the Facebook. That's okay. But if y'all can hear me, just go ahead and drop a comment in the chat. Drop a comment in the chat. Drop a comment. Let me just go ahead and test it out myself. Drop a comment. We are streaming on multiple different platforms. It's not streaming into Facebook. So I just shared I shared my stream from my page into the Facebook. We got a lot of people that are joining in though. It's showing like 20 plus people. Hello. Okay, yes. Happy new month. Happy new month. Hold on. I don't like the way that look. Let me fix that real quick. Let's see. I don't like that either. Let's see. Let's see. I need it. There we go. That looks good. All right. Now somebody's calling me from the software. Okay, cool. So that looks good. How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Yeah, people are actually here. They are here. So, anyways, how y'all doing? Go ahead and put your city and state, what country or country that you're chiming in from, what city and state or country that you are chiming in from. Let me know. Hello, Tyler. How are you? Fortnite, that's fine. If you want to believe it's just you and I, that's cool too. I don't mind. I'm not tripping. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, we're going to talk about how to be able to ship your books without being on Amazon. Okay, because I don't believe that you should use Amazon. I've been in the book space now. I wrote my very first book in 2012, and I learned a lot along the way. I learned a lot that you need to not sell your book on Amazon. And there are multiple reasons, specifically for those of you guys who are trying to use your book as a tool to build your business. And so, if you're trying to use it as a tool to build your business, the number one thing is that your book should be a lead generator. And unfortunately, when you have your book on Amazon, you can't generate leads that way, right? So you can't generate any leads when you're on Amazon because they don't give you the leads. Also, they take a very large percentage of your profits. All right. So now a lot of times people say, well, I just rather them go ahead and do all the drop shipping for me because I can say, while yes, they might take more money, it's just less time. I'm going to tell you like this, y'all. Listen to me when I tell you this. you don't have to ship your book every single day that somebody places an order. Okay. If you're just getting started in this book space, you can pick 2 days out the month that you're going to print and ship your books. And so I'm going to walk you through the process live right here online today and show you this process and how easy it is to do it. I'll even pull up my label maker on Amazon so you can see, because this is the label maker that I'm using right here to print the labels and everything. So I'm gonna try to get through this. I don't know how long this is going to take, but hopefully it's not going to take too long. Okay. So this is 100% free, by the way. This is a 100% free training. So anyways, this is the book that I'm going to be signing. It's called Elevate and Empower. This is the book that we actually took to Ghana. We have another conference coming up in Ghana. And so this is the book that we took to Dubai. And so I had over 50 people that pre-ordered this book and they were included in the book. And so I want to make sure that I can sign the books and then ship them off. And so instead of me just, shipping them off myself, which yes, I do use a drop shipping company, but I'm about to just start doing it myself, y'all, because I'm part of a organization here in Atlanta where I can actually store my books there and then just hire someone to do it for me. Whether they just do it every Friday, go in there and then ship them for me for significantly less. But if you are really like, I just don't want to have my hands on, I can still connect you to an incredible drop shipper that I've used for a while. Okay. So anyways, as you can see, I'm just signing these books real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then tell you also what I use to ship as far as the packaging and everything. Now, do you have to sign all of your books when you're shipping them out in bulk? No, not necessarily. But sometimes people do love that approach. You know what I mean? I don't typically always like to write names in the book when I'm signing them in bulk. Because that's just a little bit too much work. And then also, you just never know. They might want to gift this book to someone else, right? So I'm just going to do a couple of books so you guys can see. So I just autograph a couple of books, right? And then what I do is I'll take and put them in this envelope, okay? I'll put this in an envelope. Thank you so much for tagging some people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome, Dr. Monique. You are so welcome. Thank you for tagging some people in. Tag all the authors that you know. And so right here, I'm using these beautiful envelopes that I ordered and the website that I order my envelopes on. Okay, you see? Very nice. Why am I having a brain fart? The website that I order my envelopes on, and I'm having a whole brain fart, is Uline. So let me just show y'all what that looks like real quick, where you can go to order them in bulk. Let me pull up my screen real quick. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. So, here we go. Uline. So, let me see. Can y'all see this? Yes, y'all can see. So this is Uline. And so Uline has a ton of mailers. I used to like to use these bubble mailers, which are really good as well. But you can even use some of these really thin, nice mailers, because you're really just, if you're only just shipping a book with nothing else in it, you don't really need to have the bubble, because these plastic ones actually secure it. They keep it waterproof and everything. So let me just kind of show you. I'm going to go here to look for... let me see. No. All products. We want to go to mailers, envelopes. Let's see. Envelopes. Here we go. I don't want those ones. I just want the regular ones. So I'm trying to find them for you. Let's see. Mailer guide. Here we go. Right here. The color poly mailers right here. So you got the color poly mailers. You don't have to get them so big. These are pretty large. So hold on. Maybe that's not the correct terminology for it. Let's make sure. I don't know why I can't find them. Let's try this. Tear proof. Unsealed. Okay, here we go. And I think the ones that I have right here are 6x9, or it might be 7.5 by 10.5. So you see right here, the 7.5 by 10.5, only because if your book is 6x9, of course, you're going to need it to be a little bit larger so that you can fit your book inside. And when you order them, you can order them in bulk. So you can click right here and then you can order yours. Now, of course, if you want to get the color mailers, let me just search for red envelope. I'm gonna search for red envelope, okay? Because that's what I want. I want to show you, and you could do any kind of color. So you see, you've got the glamour, you've got the bubble wrap, you've got the color, and so you can find one that is in more alignment with your brand. And the great thing is that when you order these, you can set up a brand new account with Uline, and you can actually do a 30-day pay. Like you don't have to pay until 30 days, okay? Also, Uline is really good for anyone that wants to establish their business credit. I'm not a business credit guru, so I don't know how to tell you what to do with that. But you can sign up for a Uline account and simply order these mailers. And the great thing about it, it don't matter if it's Monday or Sunday, baby, they will overnight those mailers to you. Okay, so I love it because you literally can have them overnight it to you. Okay, so that is what we're going to use to put the mailers. Now, does anybody have any questions about what I have gone over thus far? Anybody aren't they nice? Yep. And aren't they nice? If anybody has any questions so far, just go ahead and type your questions in the chat if you have any questions. And so I'll just put them in here. And then I'm able to, and then I'm going to talk about the labeling. Now, if you're having any questions, of course, you can ask your questions, and I'm going to go over some things. So a lot of people say, well, Taria, if I don't use Amazon, then how can I print my books? How can I print my books? And this is the thing. This is one thing you must remember, guys, is there are 9 times out of 10, no matter where you are, even in the world, I found book printers in Dubai. There are book printers in Ghana. They're everywhere. Okay. So no matter where you are in the world, there are places to print your books. Now, let's say, for example, you might be one of our international friends that's watching us. Maybe you're in Ghana or maybe you're in Dubai and you have customers that are buying from you in the US. Well, then what you may want to do is you may want to have books that are printed in the US and you can have them fulfilled through a fulfillment center in the US versus actually shipping them all the way to you in Dubai and then you having to reship them because that could be quite expensive. So there are ways that you can get around them. And there's so many different fulfillment centers. By the way, just so you know, not only are there so many fulfillment centers, but there's also now a lot of print on demand companies outside of Amazon. So I'm going to do some more research on those because I have not really done a lot of research on the print on demand. And so what that means is that you can actually, as the orders come in, have them printed and shipped. The only challenge with print on demand, and I'm just going to be honest, y'all, is that a lot of times with print on demand, the quality is not going to be as good. This is what I have just seen when it comes to even like print on demand t-shirts and stuff. The quality is not always as good, as well as the pricing is very high. So the quality goes down and then the cost increases. And so I'd rather you just buy the books in bulk, use a fulfillment center, or you fulfill them yourselves, or you can hire someone to assist you with getting these things fulfilled. Okay. There's always ways. There's always ways to get around this, right? And it doesn't matter. Even if you're in another country and you want to find someone in the US that can help you, you can hire someone, a college student. You can, like, guys, we got to get very creative here, but you can find someone that would be willing to do that. This is an easy, just filling envelopes job, or you could pay them, a couple $100s a month to fill some envelopes for you. And that's all they're doing. They're going to get the shipment to their house. They're going to get the envelopes, and then you're able to even see the tracking. So I'm going to finish it right here. And then I'm going to go into the next phase. So where can we find some printers? So of course, I'm going to recommend a printer that I absolutely love. No matter if you are in the US or if you are not in the US, if you are in another country, they also ship internationally. And so let me share this company right now so you can see who they are. Now, what I will tell you, this company also does help with publishing and things like that. However, if I could be transparent, y'all, honestly, you don't like for real, you can learn to self-publish. One of the things that we actually have in our Book Profits Club program is I teach you guys step by step, like how to do it yourself. Now, if you do feel like you want to go to a publisher, I have some incredible publishers that I can also recommend to you, as we have a network of amazing publishers. But also, you can still self-publish. So, just identify how much work you need, how much help. If you are someone who is kind of a little bit technology, you know a little bit about technology, then you can really kind of figure this out yourself. And then you just get someone to print. And so BookLogix, this is the company that I use to print my books. I have been using them since 2012. And so even when I first launched my very first book on Amazon, I did put it on Amazon because at the time it used to be called CreateSpace. That's all that I knew. I didn't know that there were local printers. I thought that was the only way that you could print your books. But then as I continued to do my research, I found this company called BookLogix, and the quality of their books by far is better. And I'm going to tell you why I made a decision as well to BookLogix. And so I have it right here above me, BookLogix, BOOK. Let me see if I can zoom in so y'all can see. This is the logo, BookLogix. So BOOKLOGIX. You see, BookLogix is where you guys want to go. And this is a local printer right here in Georgia. But let me tell you why I totally stopped using Amazon for print. So, and why BookLogix always has me for life. Okay, because we do understand that when you are using, BookLogix, you don't even have to put the planner, just put booklogix.com, Dr. Monique. And so let me tell you, in anything you do, whoever you're working with in any kind of company, even with AI today, there's always people. So there are always opportunities for mistakes to happen. Can we just say that up front? Can we make that disclaimer? There are always opportunities for mistakes to happen. So let me just say that, because a lot of times, y'all, we don't give grace to people making mistakes, and none of us are perfect, right? However, when mistakes do happen, a sister needs someone to try to figure out a way to make it right. And so, anywho, I had ordered some books, and I had a conference that was coming up on Amazon. CreateSpace at the time. It used to be called CreateSpace. I ordered my books on CreateSpace, y'all, and waited, because at the time, I don't know if they've increased or bettered their shipping, because you could not rush ship the books. Like, you would have to wait for however long it was going to take. So you couldn't overnight the book, rush ship the book. You couldn't tell them, hey, can I do a 911 order? No, you had to wait for however long it was going to be, and then they would come. So on average, most of the times it might take about 2 weeks before you get your books. So I knew that I was kind of pushing it close to this event. And so I ordered the books, y'all. And when the books finally came, it was somebody else's book. Hey, Shanita. Hey, beautiful. Good morning. It was somebody else's book. None of my books. So I'm like, mortified, because I have an event coming. And how many of y'all know, when you go to speak at events, your book, you do not go to events without your book. This is a moneymaker, okay? And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So I call them, and I know for a fact that they have the ability to overnight books, because think about it. Have you ever ordered a book on Amazon and they get it to you in 2 days or less? Yes. So I'm thinking to myself, I know that they probably can do this. So I call the customer service, which, by the way, took me forever to get someone on the phone, right? You got to go through the prompts, go through the things. And so I finally get somebody on the line from a whole nother country. And I'm telling them the situation. Okay, ma'am, well, what is your order number? Okay, what is your thing? Okay, and then all the questions. I gotta answer all these doggone questions. I'm already upset because my books are not here. And so then they're like, okay, well, we do see, hold on. Okay, we do see that you received your books. And so those books are not yours? No, they're not mine. I already told you that. Do I need to send y'all a picture? Do y'all need a picture? Because these ain't my books. Okay, here's the option that we can have for you. So what we can do is we can just go ahead and refund you your money. And then, if you decide you want to order some more books, you can. No. That's not the solution. I got an event coming up in a couple days. I need my books. I don't want no money back. I want my books. Can y'all rush ship me some books? They was like, no, we cannot. There's nothing we can do. The only thing that we can do, and unfortunately, of course, this is why I try not to get upset with customer service, because customer service can only do what customer service can do. It's like, that wasn't their fault. They didn't ship me the wrong books. Somebody in the warehouse did it. They overworking these Amazon workers and stuff. So I'm trying to have grace. But baby, that was the last time they ever got my money. So they refunded me my money. I'm now stuck with, by the way, a box of heavy tail books. And then I don't want to throw away this. This is somebody's hard work. So now I'm with this person's books, hard work. And I'm just like, oh, this is horrible. So I do end up just throwing them away because I'm not going to ship them. But I guess now thinking today, I probably could have tried to find a way, but see, they didn't even have. I remember for a fact, I looked to see their information. They didn't have their contact information on the cover, which I tell y'all that all the time, y'all. You stop printing your books, and you're not having any way to like even right here, we at least have the website. So make sure that you have something on here so that people can get in touch with you, Chad. Right? So anywho, I didn't find any information, and so I just ended up having to toss the books, and I had to find me a local printer. So now, BookLogix. Let's fast forward to BookLogix and why I love them. And by the way, no matter what state you are in, they're 9 times out of 10 a local printer, a good local printer, or one close. If you can get to Atlanta, or you don't mind them shipping to you, I'm telling you, BookLogix will never do you wrong. So guess what? Remember, let's go back to the scenario that, yes, sometimes people make mistakes, right? People make mistakes. And so we're not going to hold people to the fire every single day, right? We're not going to do that, right? And so what I'm saying this is because they made a mistake too, BookLogix. But let me tell you how they won my business forever. So long story short story long, so this is a whole conversation too, because so I was in Houston. Y'all know I love a good road trip, which I cannot wait. I'm going to be going on the road in a couple of days because we have our conference, Ignite to Profits. Are y'all registered for Ignite to Profits? I hope so. Okay, it's just going to be amazing. So anyways, and then I think I'm going to take a road trip to Alabama, and then go to Dallas. I just need to get on the road, right? So I'm excited. So June, here we come. So anyways, I had to drive to North Carolina for an unfortunate reason. It was a funeral that I had to go to, right? I had to go to a funeral I think this was the funeral for my aunt. And so I drove all the way from Houston, did my road trip, stopped in, went to North Carolina, but I had to get back to Houston because I was speaking at this event. Who told me it's going to be 150 people there. Yeah, I don't think it won't even 10 people there, to be honest, but that's another conversation. So, I know, right, Shanita? I can't wait. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. BookLogix. Yes, BookLogix is in Atlanta, right here. I'm going to put their logo so y'all can see it. BookLogix, BookLogix, Alpharetta. All right. Oh, I got to hurry up, y'all, because I'm about to go to this event. So anyways, so I had to get some books for this conference that I was speaking at, and they told me it was going to be 150 people there. So I was like, ooh, I got to get me a lot of books. So I called my good people, which I have one point of contact at BookLogix. Her name is Megan. That's what I love. I could just pick up the phone and call Megan. I ain't got to go through the prompts. I don't have to keep push operator 1111000. I don't gotta do all of that. I just called a number. You see the number right here on the screen? I know y'all can't see it, but you call the number, say, I need to speak to whoever your rep's name is, right? And if you've been referred by me, just so you know, when you call BookLogix, just say, hey, I need to speak to Megan. Taria referred me. So anyway, so I tell them I need to get the books, but by the time I'm going to make it back to Atlanta, because I'm actually in South Carolina, in Conway, South Carolina, they're going to be closed. So I was like, listen, do me a favor. Can y'all leave the books outside? Now I know that's unconventional. but I need my books. So can y'all leave them outside behind the bush? Right? Yes, Megan is her name, right? Can you leave them outside behind the bush? So they told me, sure, we'll leave them behind the bush, right? So I go to the funeral. It was a beautiful service. And then I get on the road to come to Atlanta. Mind you, it's kind of like a detour because when you're coming from South Carolina, you can go another way to get to Texas. So I detoured to come to Atlanta, and I finally get over there because they're in Alpharetta. I get to Alpharetta to pick up the books. Child, the books ain't there. I done pulled, so I done went to the front looking. I don't see them. So I went around the back where you normally go pick up your books. I don't see them. I was like, oh Lord. So I tried to call the number, and of course ain't nobody there, but I called the number. So I'm on the phone at the time, this guy that I was dating. And I was like, oh man, they don't have my books. It's 150 people gonna be there. I need my books. 150 people. Mind y'all, it's only 10 people. But I need my books. It's gonna be 150 people. And so I started to drive off, and he was like, well, maybe you can call them tomorrow, see if they can ship it or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna stress. And so one other thing too that I've come to learn to do is that I might have a moment where I have like an emotional reaction, but I never let my emotional reaction stay longer than a few minutes, because it's not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you. So I immediately start going into, okay, since this didn't work, now let's create a solution. Like, we can't keep complaining about what ain't happened. So I'm in the car. I'm like, all right. So we on the phone was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna see if maybe they can overnight it to us. I'm sure they could be able to get it to us. And I'm just like, you know what, it's gonna work out. Within a matter of minutes, y'all, listen to me. Within a matter of minutes, guess what they did? I get a phone call. Now, mind you, at this time, it's probably now about 10 p.m. at night. It's like 10 p.m. at night. I get a call. I'm like, who's this? Child, it's the CEO of the company. Oh my goodness, Miss Avant, I am so sorry. We forgot to put your books out, but I'm on my way up to the warehouse right now. I'm not even far away, y'all. I hadn't even driven a mile away. I'm on my way up to the warehouse right now to come and bring you the books. The CEO of the company, because it is a family-owned company. I'm getting chills now just thinking about it. The CEO of the company came up there to give me my books. Hello? Where they do that at? Can Amazon do that? No, they can't. Here's another example too. I told you, because a lot of times, guys, you got to remember, when you're dealing with people, people can make mistakes. It's not a big deal. We're not tripping. So another time because all my books are with BookLogix, by the way. Every last one of them. They have all of my books. So from the first book I ever printed to the ones up today, they have every single one. So I had ordered from Megan one of my books, and they got it confused and they printed the wrong book. So I go up there. This is another scenario why I love BookLogix. So I go up there because I like to just go pick them up if I'm in Atlanta, or you can have them shipped. So I went up there to go pick up my book, and child, it was the wrong book. I said, oh no. This is not the right book. Hey, Luana. Hey, darling. Yes. Make friends with your printing person. Just like we make friends at the bank, make friends. Y'all make sure y'all make friends with Megan. And when y'all reach out to BookLogix, y'all tell Megan I sent you, and tell her, listen, Taria said we best friends. BFF. Yes. So they printed the wrong book. I was like, oh my goodness, this is not the book that I wanted, right? They was like, oh, no worries. Do y'all know what they did? Not only did they let me keep the wrong books, which I still use. Yes, I did. Hey, Mika, what's going on? Great morning, Grand Rising. Not only did they let me keep the book, but they also printed the right book overnight and brought it up to me to my workshop, because the event was the next day. Okay. Not only did they print the right book, but they brought it up to me. So when I say that this is a company that is looking to satisfy its customer, and the fact that on average, it's only going to take about 5 to something so business days to print your book. Yes, that is first class service. They can never do me wrong. Even if they make a mistake, I don't care because people are people and people make mistakes. So BookLogix is your printer. Now we've identified envelopes, Uline, printer, BookLogix. Now what we want to do is how do we ship them out? Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pull up for you guys a nice little label maker for those of us. And this is what I used to do when I would get book, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Most of my books, this is random. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I want y'all to see this because I'm gonna show you on Amazon. This movie right here. This movie right here with Clarissa Shields. This movie right here, y'all, is so good. Y'all need to watch that movie. I'm telling you. It made me, she could do no wrong. She a little arrogant, something, but that's okay. I like that. Okay. Anyways. So, anywho, most of my books, y'all, I don't sell most of my books online. Just so y'all know. I sell most of my books in hand because I'm constantly at OPPs on other people's platforms or doing my own workshops. So that's where I sell my books. That's where I make most of my money, at live events. So I do shit. And this is why I was like, you know what? That's an expense that I really don't need because like I'm not even drop shipping that many books. I didn't become an author to sell books. I became an author to leverage my book. So the way I leverage them is I need to be with them. Books are always in hand. Like I'm on my way to an event here in Atlanta. It's called Blavity or something like that. Blavity, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, at Blavity, I'm going out there with like 5-7 books. I ain't coming to play. This is my business card. So the books that I do or that people do order online, it's not like every single month I'm selling 100, 300, 400 books online. I make way more money giving away books. Okay, does that make sense? Uline is who you're going to use for your envelopes. So uline.com, this is where you can get the pretty color envelopes at bulk and they'll ship to you overnight. Okay. So instead of me trying to, well, I need somebody to drop. Y'all, we can pick 2 or 4 days out the month that you're going to print your books. And let me show you the label maker that you're going to use. I found me a really cheap one. Y'all ready? Let me pull it up. Shout out to my friend Janelle. My friend Janelle bought me for my birthday. Well, she gave me an Amazon gift card. One of my favorite places, unfortunately, because all I do is buy tech on Amazon all day long. And I got these new microphones that's coming. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so let me show you. Let me share my screen. Absolutely, Tracy, no problem. And y'all ask y'all questions as we're going through this. So here on Amazon, let me zoom in so y'all can see. So you see right here, it is called a thermal label printer. Look at the price, $89. It's cheap. Thermal label printer. And the cool thing is that all you got to do is, do I got it on? Let me make sure I got it on. You just plug it in. I don't know if I got it on though. Okay. I'm going to show you how quick it prints though. I'm going to try to let you see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one sec, y'all. Because I'm trying to make sure it's on. Oh, Lord. I'm going to rip the thing. Let me just take it off so y'all can see it. I might need to double check that I got it plugged in because I was out the country. So when I left out the country, I unplugged everything. So here's the label printer right here. You see? Boom, boom. And then it's got the little roll. And then all I did was just order another roll of labels. Okay? Real simple. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now let me just make sure it's plugged in though. Okay. And it connects Bluetooth. So, and no, it is not on. That's why I knew. There you go. You hear it? It just made a noise. It just beeped. So, we're gonna and it connects Bluetooth, but you can connect it right to your thing. Let me put this in here so I can show you how quick it's about to print these labels. But I'm gonna show you everything. I'm gonna walk you through it. Okay, there you go. Yep. I just put it in there. It's ready to go. Ready to go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ship them. So let me show you. Okay. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see. So that's the label. Let me actually, I'll drop it in the chat so y'all can see it. Let me make sure I have the right, is this the right link? I'm going to drop it in the chat. It is called, so y'all screenshot it though if you can't. Screenshot this. Hold up. So screenshot this name. Oh, here we go. Here's the shorter link, I think. Yeah. I dropped it in the chat. And if you can't see the chat, then just screenshot it. Okay. Because sometimes when I drop stuff in the chat, it be doing it wrong. So just screenshot this right here. This thermal printer. You see, you can print from your phone and everything. All right. So now what we want to do is we need to create the labels. All right. We're going to create the labels. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to log into my software. So we provide with Book Profits Club members, we have an all-in-one software where you can sell all of your books and everything right from the software, y'all. You can sell it right from the software. And so I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see that. Okay. So here's the software. And so I'm going to go over here to payments and orders. So these are all the orders that have come in, and I'm going to search for the book, Elevate. All right. So these are all the orders that I got, right? These are all the orders from this particular book. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to take all these orders. This is why utilizing a software to process your orders is great. Now, the great thing is that you could use PayPal or you could use Stripe, but this is all integrated. So you don't have to, necessarily go anywhere else. However, for those of you guys who take orders through like Cash App and stuff, this is why I tell y'all don't do that, because now it's hard to export out everything, right? You're not able to export out everything. So with this, I can. Very simple. All I got to do is click boop, and now it's going to send me an email with everybody's information, right? So it's going to send me an email. Can y'all see that? It's going to send me an email with everybody's information. Here we go. Here's the spreadsheet. Now I don't want to open up the full spreadsheet, so because it's people's info on there, so I got to make sure I ain't showing there, because some of y'all that are watching might even have pre-ordered, right? So let me to protect people's information, chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I don't want to be showing everybody mailing address and stuff. Okay. All right. Let me do this. Well, I can hide it like this. Okay, so let me share my screen so y'all can see this. Oh, let me see how I'm gonna do it. Like, I'll have to do it like this. 1 second, y'all. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I do gotta hurry up though. Lord, come post it. Let me see. I got a little bit of time. All right. So I'm gonna paste it in here, and we're gonna hide their phone number and stuff, and we're gonna hide the address details. Okay. So here is the orders, right? These are some of the orders. Now, some of them I did through PayPal. I did separately. So that's why it's easier for you to do them all in one location, right? So that's why I have to go back now and look to see. See, it's just too much. That's why you want to do everything together. So anyway, so I'm gonna make sure I get all the ones that are processed because this sometimes will happen too. Not everybody is on here. Okay, great. And now I'm able to, these are all the orders. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because when you import this into the labeler, okay, when the label printer, you're going to want to make sure that you have an order ID, right? So I know y'all can't really see this, but on this column, there is an order ID. You see this order ID? You need to make sure that this is included on your spreadsheet, okay? Now, another thing that I generally do when I'm pre-selling is I have everybody to fill out a form because y'all know how it is. When people fill out these orders, sometimes your credit card, even you might put shipping address, they put the wrong thing. So I will make sure to have them fill out a form just to confirm their information, right? So I'm going to export that out just so that I can make sure I have everybody's information properly. This year. All right, there we go, 53. And I will then align it with all of the folks on here, right? So I'll align it with all the folks on here. Now, the reason again that you got to use, and I'm going to tell you what the software is that you're going to use to print, you got to have that order number. Otherwise, it will not allow you to import in the orders, okay? Okay. So let me just do this. Go to that spreadsheet. And let me know if y'all have any questions. All right, so here I'm back on the spreadsheet, and hold on, I got people information on there. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, I know I be trying to protect my folk now. Okay, let's see here. All right, we don't need any of these items, and we're gonna delete that. Now, what I will do is, so when I have them fill out the form that has their printing and shipping, their shipping information, honestly, I just use that and I'll take all of the order numbers and just literally copy and paste them over. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Now my allergies starting to act up. Okay. So here we go. So first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I delete any duplicates because sometimes people will fill out the form multiple times. Oh, I'm going to go bring this to Angie. Bring her copy to her. Thank you, everybody that pre-ordered this book as well. And so then I can do some checks and balances because I don't believe that everybody filled out the form, which is fine. Sometimes that happens. I know for sure everybody didn't fill out the form, but that's okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and data sort my first name. Okay. And then I'm going to go to this initial spreadsheet and I'm just going to copy these order numbers because it don't matter. And I'm going to paste them over here. Okay. Order number. Oh, we need a little bit more. Because it will not import into the software that I'm about to show y'all without the order number. Okay. All right. So you see, we got the order number, first name, last name, email, phone, street, city, state, all that. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. I'm going to call this Elevate and Empower Orders. And I'm going to call this shipping address. So the tool that we're going to use to print our labels. So now that we got our label printer, now we need to be able to print them. We're going to use this software called ShipStation. Everybody write that down. ShipStation. Y'all see? ShipStation. Okay, ShipStation.com. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, logging in. And then what I want to do is I want to do a bulk import of all of those orders that I just downloaded, okay? So we're going to go here to other actions and we're going to click on import orders and I'm going to select that file, which is right here. Elevated and power orders. Now what we have to do is do some mapping, okay? So I first want to make sure I have to put in the order number. So you see right here, it says order number required. So we, praise God, we put it in. Here we go, order number. Then I'm going to go to the buyer and recipient information and I'm going to put in the information. So we have the street address. We've got their first name, last name. We've got their phone number. We've got their email. We've got their city. Well, it already mapped that, state. And then we need to map the zip code. Postal code. Oh, let me map the business name. Let's see. It might not put that on here, but let's see. I might need to. Well, let's see. So buyer and recipient, I might need to switch it over here and put it right there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do start import. So you see, here we go. Order number. This is what I'll be talking about. The order number failed. So now let me try to fix it. This is some of the challenges I get when I do that. So let's go ahead and try to fix it, child. Okay, hold up. Internal order number. I'm going to try another one of these numbers. I'm going to try this one. Anybody else suffer from allergies like your girl? Okay, so let me share with you so y'all can see what I'm doing. First of all, I'm going to do this. Copy the first name and put this paste special, just values only. And then I'm going to take this space special values only. And we're going to call, oops. Okay, that's fine. We're going to call this order number 2. This be the only thing about ShipStation that sometimes, child, this order number joint be tripping if you're doing bulk imports. Now you can manually import each person individually, but I'm not doing all that. That's too much. Okay, so now let's try it again. So we're going to go here to import orders, select file, and let's try the mapping again. So we know we need the order number, which is required. So order number 2, let's try that. And then we're going to go to map all these items. Now, if you know that you're going to do it the same way every time, you can save the mapping, but I just go ahead and do it every time. Country code, postal code, recipient company, business name. We're going to put the first name. We're going to put the last name. We're going to then put, okay, we got the address. We're going to put the city. We're going to put the postal code, and we have the state. And we need to put the phone number. I'll put it in here. It doesn't really matter. Email. Okay, great. Okay, let's start the import. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to try this. I've done this before too, y'all. So I'm going to open up because it's getting on my nerve. We ain't got all day to be doing this. So I'm going to say, I keep getting this error. Oh, I'm doing ChatGPT. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT, I keep getting this error with ShipStation. And these are my order numbers. Which it should not give us this error. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Can you give me an alternative of 50 order numbers? So I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to give me something because we just really don't have all day. And I want you to see how easy it is once we finally get it imported. It is very easy, y'all. Any questions, by the way? Any questions? Y'all still here? Oh, yes, honey. No, ma'am. We're not doing individual. Once we get it, don't worry. It's going to work out. It's going to work. Okay, so here we go. Can you make the order numbers start at 2001? Okay, so it gave me like a shorter order number that we're going to go ahead and paste in. And so we'll see if that'll help, if it'll help work. So let me paste it in so y'all can see. Boom. So this, oh Lord. Remove the spaces between. Actually, I'll just do this. Boom. Data, sort. Okay, here we go. So it gave me these order numbers. I asked for it to start at 2000. So let's see how this works. This may help us. So let's go ahead and export this, download as a CVS. Okay, and let's go back to ShipStation. All right, and let's try it again. Once you get it though, I promise y'all, you can be like, wow. Okay, so let's do the order number. Order number. All right. Come on now. Let's work this time. Order number, street address, email. Moral of the story is, y'all, don't give up as well. Like none of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm because honestly, what I could have did was I could have, before I got on here, made sure that it worked. You know how some people do, like it's a perfect, but no, I was like, no, I want y'all to see like what I do, what I have to go through sometimes. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we expect for stuff to just be easy breezy. And as soon as we have one little challenge, we give it up. We're not doing that here. Okay. City, postal code. Okay. It's still saying not no value. Hold on. It is still saying. Okay, then what we're going to try is this. So what I'm going to try, because it's still giving me this error, I am going to do this, import orders, download this CSV file, and I'm literally going to copy and paste it, all the order stuff right in there because it's doing too much now. Okay, so let's do this. So let's go back over here. And I'm going to paste. This is the sample that they gave us. And so I'm literally just going to copy and paste everything that they've given, right? So we're going to delete. I don't need any of these items. I don't need any of these items. Let's see. I don't need any of these items. I just need this stuff. Okay, so let's try it again with this because clearly at this point, y'all lying. Y'all are lying. You see it said right there. Okay, so right here, we're going to delete that. And let's do, okay. All right. Email, phone. All right. We're going to do the street. Okay. Let's see. Address. We'll remove this. Now, what I will tell you, though, that can happen sometimes, too, is when you are importing all this stuff in, sometimes you might even find, though, that somebody's address is not complete, which it will show you. And so I also like that, too, because we're going to be able to see all those details, right? So I'm going to remove all of these columns, and we're going to, boom. So now they can't say we don't have a value for these orders. And let's just put today's date as June 1. Y'all, happy new month, everybody. It is already, y'all, it's already June. We just celebrated the new year. Like, what in the world? Okay. Shipping service, we'll work on that once we get there. Okay, so let's try it again. Y'all, let's keep our fingers crossed. So, boom, boom, boom. And we're going to go ahead and try it again. Select file. Hold up. Okay, select file. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed, y'all. All right, order number. Boom. It's going to automatically now, because I used their sample, it should automatically map everything. Yep, it did. Okay, great. So let's start now. And it's working. Won't he do it? So next time what we're going to do is we just going to download the sample file and just copy and paste all your stuff in there, okay? How I know it's working is because it just started thinking. So as long as we don't see the little red box, we know. So now what we're going to do is refresh the screen. Okay? Refresh the screen. Yes, I will leave this up for you guys. I got you covered. So now here are the orders. Now, what we have to do is we then need to make sure that we go in. See, did it map everybody's address? Let's see. Okay. All right, cool. So we just need to validate the stuff. So now what we want to do is we're going to have to go in and update. So first I'm going to click on all the orders and I'm going to click on revalidate, right? So we want to revalidate the addresses. It's still saying it's giving me a little error. Let's see here. What is it talking about? Oh, country code. I must have forgot. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what I got over here. On the country. Oh, it messed up the zip codes when I pasted it over. Okay, hold on. It messed it up. It messed it up the zip code. Let me see. Okay, they correct over here. Hold on, but that's not the one I want to use. I want to use. I see what happened. Hold on one sec, y'all. So it messed up the zip codes when I pasted them from the submissions, which that's the problem sometimes with Excel spreadsheet. It will do that to you. That's okay. For now, for the sake of time, I don't want to take too much time doing this. So let me just try to validate one of these addresses manually. Unfortunately. Okay, so let me not let y'all see all the details though. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna just share the screen because this is the software. Let me just update his stuff real quick so y'all can see. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Hold on. Hold on. I know what happened. I know what happened. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Once you upload them, you cannot delete them. So you have to cancel them. And then you'll have to create a new order number. So I really don't want to, I want to update them. Okay. And then I'm going to have to, let me just do a couple for the sake of time. Yeah. Let me see. I'll do the first 10. Okay. It's a little bit of a flow chat. But hopefully y'all are getting, is this good though? Hopefully this is good. Hopefully this is good. So let me do this real quick though. Okay, that pasted it in correctly. If this is good, let me know. So I just want y'all to see how easy it is once we finally get it right. You know what I mean? Because it is easy. Okay. These zips are correct, except that one. Okay. Let's format this to be text, number, plain text. Yeah. So what you might have to do, guys, is if you see it automatic, because if you have a number, like say your zip code starts with a 0, it's going to automatically remove it. So you have to change the formatting to be a text. It's just weird like that. Google spreadsheets will jack you up sometimes, child. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna then take this. Let me share this screen so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna paste in these ones where I fixed the zip code a little bit. Here we go. Yep. I fixed the zip code on them. Okay. There we go. And then I'm just gonna export these ones just for the purpose so y'all can see how it works importing and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So we're gonna delete. And I need to make sure, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to delete this. And what I need to make sure is that I map it correctly because I think it mapped wrong. So let's go ahead and download this one again. So this is new. I created a new order number though, so that it does not confuse because it will not allow me to re-import the same order numbers. So I'm going to import the new one that I just made. And upload. All right, so order numbers in there. Great. So let me just make sure I got all this other stuff mapped correctly because I didn't double check. Address, correct. First name, last name, correct. Phone. All right. City, see, country code. Postal code, correct. Postal code. I'm not even going to do the country code because they're all in the US. Recipient's first name, last name. Okay. Phone. I think we already mapped that. Yes. Okay, great. So let's start the import. And fingers crossed that it did not mess up the thing. So now we're going to refresh the screen. And we're going to say, okay, great. Now they're green. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure and revalidate. It's still, okay, 7 errors. It's still giving it to me. And that just has everything to do with, let's see here. The zip code, for some reason, it's just not coming in correctly. But that's okay. Zip code for this person. You see, it's like not putting in the address and everything correctly. But that's okay. We're gonna fix this. Normally, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I'll just be transparent. I think I'm aligning something up wrong. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I feel like I'm aligning something up wrong. And that is a user error because this works. Easy peasy. This is a user error on me. So y'all just please forgive whatchamacallit. Okay, it's got her street address correct. It's got upper. Okay, for whatever reason, the zip code is not coming in correct. It looks like it's putting in the country code. Hold on, let's look at the column. Oh, that's what I did. Y'all look at this. I told you, user error. I have the country code where the postal code is supposed to be. Y'all see it? My fault. I have the country code where the postal code is supposed to be. And so that's why it's not importing correctly. Y'all see that? So let's do it again. Oh, but let me make sure I fix this. Country code, postal code. So I'm mapping it wrong. It's putting in the country code. I hope y'all still with me, y'all. I've been running my mouth. Okay, so now we know why it's doing it. So let's go ahead and cancel this one and do it again one more time. See, it's not going to take that long because y'all not going to be mapping stuff wrong like me. Okay? Lord of mercy. Okay, now it should be good to go. So order number, great. We've got first name, last name, phone number, city, country code, postal code. We've got the first name, last name. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and import. And we're going to refresh. Fingers crossed. And validate. Okay, look, 3 succeeded. So we did much better this time, okay? 3 succeeded. So right here, the postal code is saying the postal code is incorrect. So this might be what they submitted, but it's so fine because all we got to do is just go to that person, and you see it says for their address they give us unit 361352. So this is where sometimes when people submit their stuff, oh, you're not seeing it. 361352, they did not submit a correct address. Okay, so we'll have to fix that. But we do see the ones that have green. So the ones that have green are correct. So I'm just going to select them for now. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and create their label. So I'm going to create the label. Oh, what you got to do. So I select the 3 that are correct, and then I'll go back to those. And then all I have to do is I can select a preset, or I can go here to do each one. So I'm going to do ship from which service. I want to do media mail. You want to ship always your books media mail because that's going to be the least expensive. Your package is going to be envelope, flat rate. Well, not flat rate. You're going to do, I'll say thick envelope, update, weight. It's not even a pound, but you could just put 1 pound because it's not going to be more for that. They have gone up a little bit on their shipping costs for media mail, though. It's just highway robbery. So anyway, so now I'm going to click create labels, and it's going to quickly create the labels for me. It's going to charge me. So you see total cost, $13. This is why you want to charge $4.99 at minimum for your shipping. Now you see here, it's got my labels ready. I can then go ahead and download. So I actually download my labels from here, and then I print them. So my labels are up to go. Here we go. And I'm going to print them real quick. And I'm going to print them through this label maker. Print. You hear it? Now, what it just did is, this is my fault. Let me show y'all. It printed it the wrong size. So let me let y'all see. So it printed it the wrong size. You see? So I know y'all can't see. So let me share my full screen. So when you share, so let me share. My entire screen. Okay. So when I print this time, what I need to do is I need to make sure that I say print, and I want to say paper size 6x9. So I need to change the paper size, because if you just click print and go, it's not going to print it properly, right? So I'm going to print it by, what size is this? Oh, maybe, or it's a 4x6. Yeah, 4x6. And I'm going to go ahead and click print. And now, why that took a long time, that was again on me, and also on just not making sure that all the addresses are correct. But look at this, y'all. Labels are printed. And now all I got to do is take my books. Boom. And then the great thing is, guess what? Now I do not have to go into the post office and wait. Now, I will say this before I get ready to close this off, y'all. One little tip is, you don't have to label them all at home, though. So label most of them, right? So you spend a little while to label some of them. But then what you want to do is take some of them with you into the post office that are not labeled, and label them, and like insert a couple of your books in while you're at the post office, because you will end up getting some contacts. I'm telling you guys, it never fails. You go, because think about it. Most people that are in the post office shipping off stuff, a lot of times it's because they're also business owners too. So it's like great networking. So I will go in tomorrow when I'm going to go up to the post office. I'm going to take some of the books, and I'm not going to have them like inserted in. I'm going to insert them right there. I already have the labels. And then when I'm done, I can just drop them in the box. I don't have to wait in line. And it's much more faster that way. Now, the only other thing, and the thing that took us the longest, of course, again, just as a reminder, is just me making sure that I had everything labeled right as far as the columns and stuff. But look, we're good to go. It looks professional. Boom, I just drop it into their mailbox. So again, ShipStation, sorry for the delay again, y'all, but ShipStation is where you go to print. Ship Now, for those who want to fulfill their orders, and this is the final company that I'll drop in, it's called shipzoom.com. So if you just want to have somebody do it for you, but you still want to keep the leads, shipzoom.com is the company that I used for years. But honestly, y'all, if you're only shipping less than 100 books a month, you can do this yourself. Once you get a hang of printing out, and I'm a little rusty with printing out the mailing addresses and stuff, as y'all can see, but once you get used to doing it, y'all, it's so quick to be done. And it's actually good content too, just so y'all know. So it's also good content because then you can take a video, you can take a picture showing you printing out labels for your books. People will be like, oh my gosh, what is that? I want it too, because people love to have stuff that everybody else is having. Okay. So when you can leverage that and utilize that, y'all, as content, it's also great for marketing. So, anywho, that's all that I have, y'all. It was a little longer, but apologies on that. But hopefully, this was good. If this was good, please let me know. Also, guys, we have a Book Profits Club is looking for speakers and coaches who want to learn how to leverage their books to make income. If you want to be able to get on more stages, get on more media, get on more platforms, podcasts, literally every week we send podcasts out to our BPC members. We show you what to do when you get on the stages, how to be able to leverage your book. Guys, all you got to do is go to howtospeakonmorestages.com. That is my masterclass training where I am talking to you guys about mistakes that authors actually make. It's 11,000 books that are published every day. We're talking about thousands of self-help authors, and they're not making the money they deserve. And so the key way to make money is to get on the right stages, the right platform. So go to howtospeakonmorestages.com. You're going to get access to this free masterclass. You'll also get an option if you want to order one of my books. So go to howtospeakonmorestages.com. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this. I will keep this up on my Facebook. I think it's on my YouTube as well. So you can go there. Any of those things. All right. So hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Bye, y'all.